What do you mean by cloud? What do you mean by computing? Let me explain. So cloud is nothing but an internet. It's not what we see outside, right? Simply cloud is nothing but an internet. Computing is nothing but the operations. For example, when you are doing mathematics, you'll be heard of this particular term called computing, where you perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and you club two of the items, something like that. So computing is nothing but performing an operation simply. Combining these two terms, we need to understand cloud computing is nothing but an application that runs over the internet. Okay, cloud computing is nothing but an application that runs over the internet is called as cloud computing. Here, every future, whatever we get, have three services. Likewise, cloud computing will also provide us some of the services. Like one of them is SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. SaaS stands for software as a service. Whereas software as a service. Whereas PaaS stands for platform as a service. Whereas IaaS stands for infrastructure as a service. Getting? So software as a service. What do you do with the software in general? You have a mobile, you install one of the latest software. What does it do? Software is nothing but an entity provided by the end user, where you can utilize it without making any modifications. For example, you bought a laptop, and some of the version, some people have Windows 11, Windows 10, Windows XP, something. Those are all the softwares which runs for your laptop. Will you be able to modify them first thing? No, right? So software is nothing but you will be using as it is. You cannot modify or you cannot override that. That is called as software. What do you mean by platform? In order to develop an application, for example, there is an hospital, there is a restaurant, there is an business, an institute, or a college, school, example, whatever the example you take, they need a software. What they will do? They simply go to a software company, get in touch with the developer and ask him to develop an application which suits their requirement. For example, if I go to an hospital, if I am a hospital owner, if I want to develop an application for my hospital, like an Apollo application, what do? I go into an Infosys or IBM, one of the company, and deals with the business, explains my requirement that this is what I need. Can you build an application, right? So they will suggest you a platform like Java, .NET, Salesforce, ABC, whatever be the technology. They suggest you a cost-effective solution, and they develop an application based on that particular technology. So when you are developing an application based on a technology, that is nothing but a platform to develop an application. So cloud computing provides you this service even. Okay, coming to infrastructure. What do you mean by infrastructure? For example, if whatever be the, for example, if you are running an institute, so what do you mean by infrastructure? The tables, chairs, the classrooms, the faculty, the students, everything comprises of an infrastructure. So infrastructure helps you to maintain or store information. Okay, so coming to cloud computing, infrastructure as a service is one of the service which cloud computing provides. With the help of this service, you can store the data inside the cloud. The ones which you are using, Gmail, like Facebook, Twitter, Insta, how are these stored? You're not downloading any servers into your mobile, or you're not placing any servers inside your phone. They are just running over the cloud. So you send out a Gmail, it will be in the send box. Even after 2 or 3 years, the outbox will be the same, right? How it is storing. So cloud itself is taking off. It will not costly, like charge you something to send an email in Gmail, or else to store the information or to store the pics, they won't charge you anything. So it is a free services which is using cloud computing as a main base. Getting any doubts still here? Hello.
No, Bruno. No.
Okay. I request you to just unmute, and if you can have any doubts, you can stop me there and you can ask me. Okay. So this is what a cloud computing is. Now coming to Salesforce. What do you mean by Salesforce? It is also a software company started in the year 1999 by Mark Benoit. He started this organization of providing a world-class CRM. So as we have understood, CRM stands for customer relationship management, and it is nothing but which is used within the businesses. Like anything is a business. For example, if it is an institute or an hospital or a restaurant, whatever be the existing real-time entities are nothing but business. For example, if it is a small hotel to a 5-star hotel, or an hospital which stays inside your lane to a corporate hospital, whatever be the requirement, okay, CRM is everywhere. Without knowing ourselves right now inside the institute also, we are like connected through a business channel. Okay, so CRM can be used for your business channel. There are a lot many like Java, .NET, there are a lot many technologies, but why Salesforce, why CRM? We need to understand that particular concept in order to understand how Salesforce is built. Okay. So example, let me quote a simple example. You want to buy a car. Okay. For example, you want to buy a car. What do you check there? Color. Example, like version, like ZX or VXI or something, the model of the car, and is it a hatchback or something, sedan, SUV, something like that, and what else features you required, like advanced feature like airbags, something like that. So what do you do? Simply, if you want to buy a car, what do? You simply check out what is the best like model we have in the market. Simply go there, take a test drive, buy the car, right? You check your futures, you buy a car, right? Now, what if I say you have these requirements like color, version, hatchback, airbags, like all these things like mileage, etc. Why don't you go to a mechanic and ask him, can you build a car for me simply with these versions? What will people say? They will laugh at us. Who are you? Why are you going to a mechanic to build a car first thing, right? For that, instead of investing in a mechanic or something, why can't you go to a car showroom and simply buy a car, right? Which is already pre-installed and everything is ready and ready to use, right? We can't go to a mechanic, wait for him to build a car for us for 4 or 5 a month with these versions, color it, make it the advanced version, make it as a SUV model or a hatchback model or a sedan model, add him to, ask him to add airbags, something like that. People will laugh at us. Who will make a mechanic to go, right? Using such concept, Mark has started with the Salesforce. So thing is that why do you, if you have any requirement, why do you go to a software company or a developer and ask him to build a solution for you, right? So keeping this concept, simple concept in mind, he has started Salesforce, which is pre-built solution. That means you cannot do anything in Salesforce from scratch. First thing, simple basic, you cannot do anything from scratch in Salesforce. It is already a pre-built solution. Pre-built software is already provided where you can modify your requirements or you can customize your requirements. For example, what do you do after going to a showroom, car showroom? You have bought a Swift car or something like that, which worth you 7 lakhs. Okay, where they will be asking you to add accessories, airbags, like you can install the sensor cameras back and front, where you can modify the seat covers, where you can modify the audio system, or where you can modify the design system like screen system and everything. So car is already pre-built. For that particular car, you are making your own modifications there. Getting? So likewise, Salesforce is world's #1 CRM because of this particular reason. They will provide you a default software or a CRM concepts where you can play with it directly from day one. No need to invest for developer, no need to go to a company and wait till they develop your solution. So for that, you can modify or customize if you are not satisfied with the given things. So that is the reason Salesforce was the world's #1 CRM so far in the market. They have everything ready inside them. If you want to modify something, you can modify. If you want to go from scratch using Salesforce, you can do that even. Anything can be possible in Salesforce. But considering Java or .NET or some other technologies, you need to do anything from the scratch itself. You need to have a company, software company, where you need to have a bunch of developers there who builds an application for your requirement and provide you, and which they charge you, which they charge for the maintenance and everything. But Salesforce is not like nothing like that. It is a pre-built application where you can utilize how you are using a software on your mobile, or how you are using an application like WhatsApp or Facebook on your mobile. Likewise, Salesforce can be used if you have a simple internet connectivity. Getting? Able to understand me? Hello?
Yes, Purna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. So now we understood what is Salesforce. Clear? Salesforce, if in layman terms, if somebody asks you, what is Salesforce? You need to answer in such a way, it is simply a cloud computing provider. What is Salesforce? Is nothing but a cloud computing provider, because Salesforce provides software as a service, Salesforce provides platform as a service, Salesforce provides infrastructure as a service. As I mentioned, there is a pre-built solution by default provided by Salesforce that can be utilized as it is. So that is the reason it can be used as software as a service. Okay. Platform, as I mentioned, if a customer needs zero, from zero, if he want to start on a cloud-based technology, he can use Salesforce and he can write coding and he can develop his own application from scratch. So Salesforce provides you that capability even. Okay. And whatever be the application you develop, whatever the data you maintain, whatever be the chats, whatever be the pics, everything will be stored inside the Salesforce servers. Getting? So because of these things, Salesforce is nothing but a cloud computing provider and the world's #1 CRM. So in order to be #1, only these things doesn't suffice. There are lot many criteria which need to be satisfied to be in the market. Okay, but it is started in the year 99, but nobody knows until 2010 in India. Sorry. From 2010 or 11 example till date, it is #1. Reason, there are a lot many CRMs in the world. Have you ever heard of multiple CRMs apart from Salesforce? There are a number of CRMs in the market, quoting examples of Zoho CRM, Windows, Azure, Sugar CRM, Siebel CRM. There are a lot many, like IBM has its own CRM, IBM Blue Cloud. Likewise, there are a lot many CRMs exist in the market. It's not only the Salesforce which is in the market. There are a lot many. Google has its own cloud. IBM has its own cloud, Blue Cloud, like Sugar CRM, Siebel, Zoho. Windows is from the Microsoft. There are a lot many companies or marketers like Adobe. Example, I'm just quoting you, SAP CRM. Likewise, there are a number of CRMs in the market. But out of all this, Salesforce should number one. There are a number of reasons why it is been number one. All these of them are the competitors, but nothing is very near to Salesforce in the business. Okay, if you have Google, you can simply open that. Sorry. If you have Google, you can just simply open that. There are a lot many like blogs or something which defines you why is the Salesforce number one. I cannot show you here. I can show there might be a pic that leads at you. Sorry. Just let me get this. Okay. Lost my notepad. Where is it? Let me tell you why it is number one. There are many reasons to be a product to be number one in the market. First thing is, whatever be the mobile. For example, if you are buying any mobile, what is the first feature you see? You might be, if you are into the student level or something like that, whatever you prefer, the storage, for example, right? Storage or cam quality, something like this, like GB, like if it is 64 GB or 128 GB, something like that, right? So, for example, if I want to build any of the application, what is the primary thing that comes into my picture? Security, right? If you are using Paytm, if you are using PhonePe, GPay, any of this mobile application, what is the common feature you see? Your details are confidential and your bank account details cannot be placed in public places, right? That is how an application is built. Facebook, Gmail, like anything. What is the primary feature of that particular application? It is meant for security and for your personal usage. If it is Facebook is an open source, will anybody use Facebook as an chat medium? No, right? We do personal chatting inside the Facebook or inside the Insta because of we are secured. Our password is a secured one such that nobody can crack the password, right? So security plays a major role, right? For the comparing to the Salesforce one, likewise Java, .NET have a security, but with the help of username and password only you will be able to log in. But what makes the difference is Salesforce runs on purely IP addresses. What do you mean by IP address? Internet provider address. For example, if I am in Hyderabad, if I am in this particular institute, I have an IP address, right? For example, you log in with abc@gmail.com 12345 as the password. Okay. For the first time, what Salesforce does is it is a two-factor authentication. Simply. So if you log in here, it will ask you to connect with your mobile or with your Gmail password. So once you try to log in into Salesforce, it will send you a 6-digit verification code onto your mobile or onto your Gmail network or to your personal Gmail. With the help of that ID only, you will be able to log in into Salesforce. This is for the first time if you are trying to log in. Further, if you come on to the same IP address, if I come to the same institute tomorrow and if I try to log in, it will simply log in. Addressing, taking, assuming that the same IP address is used prior. Okay, if you go to your village or if you go to your home and try to log in with your credentials again, it will again ask for a verification code. It won't allow you easily. Getting? So because of this particular security, where it is a two-factor authentication, none of the softwares have that. Only it is a Salesforce that provides. First thing. So security is the first. Coming to second factor, flexibility. Flexibility. What do you mean by flexibility? For example, I own a small hotel in my lane. Simple. But due to traffic of the people, like in the morning times, I don't want to make it manual. I want to use a software where if I click on one number, I need to get the menu. Where I click on number 2, I need to satisfy a customer. Simply an example. If you go to a small hotel like or something like that, when you go there, what they will do? They will take you money. They will simply click one. They won't write example IDLY 1, 2 pieces, and they won't give you on a written format. They will simply click on one. Automatically, a printed one will be generated where you can get your plate of tiffin there, right? So that is for a smaller business. I need a software, but my budget is around 25 to 30,000 to invest in software. Now there is another company called Radisson Hotels or an big ones, a 5-star hotel, where their requirements are huge. They want this particular software, including the rooms, the staff, the cleanliness, the floors, the branches, if it is in Hyderabad, if it is in Pune, if it is in Vizag, etc. All for this information, they need to have a software. Example, the budget, whatever they have for the software is around 1 crore. Example, my budget where I'm running a smaller hotel is 30 to 40,000, and whereas a 5-star hotel, which is like Radisson's or something, where they are quoting their budget as 50 lakhs or something like that. So will both the softwares are same? No, right? I need minimal features where once I click on button 1, I need to get a token. But that's not the case with the Radisson Hotel. They want to calculate GSTs, they want to calculate, say, CGSTs, they want to add service charges, they want to add a tax, they want to add ABC, XYZ. If you eat a plate of idli also, even there, right? So the software requirement changes from a hotel in the lane to a 5-star hotel. But end of the day, both of us wants a common software. That particular common things can be easily developed in Salesforce. That means if you have a budget of 40,000 and you are a small scale business, even I have a solution in Salesforce, whereas people like Radisson can also invest in get solution from Salesforce. So flexibility is nothing but from small to large. Anybody can easily buy Salesforce. Okay, getting me? The reason why it is, Salesforce has given editions inside it. For example, there are lot many editions like group, professional, enterprise, unlimited. This is nothing but if you buy a Netflix or a Prime account, example, just to quote to our example, okay, if you buy a Netflix account or a Prime account, what do you get? If you pay 500, you will get only on mobile. Simple. If you pay 1,000, it will enable you for mobile as well as TV, right? If you pay 1,500, 2 or more people can log in with the same account, right? If you pay more, I will give you the futures more. Right? The Netflix, Prime, all these are running. OTT platforms are running. Whatever you pay, based on your payment, you don't have a budget for this month. What does Netflix do? It will take you 200 rupees and give you access for only your one mobile, right? If you have 1,000 rupees for the next month, you can buy that particular package and view it in TV with the complete family, right? So whatever you pay, I will provide you based on the payment. Likewise, Salesforce have started this particular concept in the year 2010 or 99 itself in order to attract every business. Like if it is a small scale, if it is a large scale. If, as I mentioned, my budget is 40,000. I need a software. Go for group edition. But I am from the Radisson Hotel where I need complete customization like taxes, service charges, and everything. I will get you in the unlimited edition. So Salesforce has given the flexibility for every business with the help of edition such that your budget, for, if I quote the pricing of this, $25 per user per month, whereas unlimited is $300 per month. This I can show you where you can get this information, but just letting you know. That means sorry. Anybody have any doubts? I see some noise in the background. Somebody is talking. Okay, so Salesforce is one such product where it suffices a small scale industry to a larger scale industry. You know, there are n number of companies like GE, Hyundai, everything are on Salesforce. Hyundai runs in around 190 or 200 countries across the world, where you have Hyundai showrooms or Hyundai cars across all 190 countries, right? They need a software that is being provided by Salesforce. Okay, whereas in Hyderabad, there are n number of small scale industries which are using Salesforce in order to capture the information what is being basic. Like for example, if I have a hospital, minimal, a smaller hospital, what does it do? It needs only the information of the patients who comes to my hospital, right? Example, just I've been quoting you an example. So for that business and till the Hyundai example, all these businesses are running completely on cloud platform and it is nothing but on Salesforce. Okay, so for example, as I mentioned, Salesforce gives you the editions like which is having the basic features, which have the advanced features, everything. If you want, you can buy it for $65. If you have, you will get some more additional features here. Here you have, it will be charged for $125 per month. So here you have some more additional features which you don't have in group edition. Likewise, based on your payment mode or whatever be the features you require, they will be charging you accordingly and they will be providing you the features. Getting? So this is how the security and the flexibility. These two are the major pillars of the Salesforce, which has been running from market from last decade. It's been 10 years more. So one more thing, as a developer, these are for the end users. For example, if the security or the editions or the pricing satisfies the end user, the one who want to buy a product or one who wants to build an application. But what is the benefit for a developer? I am learning Salesforce. I am working on Salesforce. What additional benefit do I have by learning Salesforce? For example, there is an hospital called Apollo. Example, I'm just quoting an example. So we have built an application sitting from scratch for 3 months. Okay, we have developed their application like patients module, doctors module, branches, multiple branches, billing system, taxes and everything. As a developer, I have developed for 3 months and provide them a solution. Example. Okay. Now, by seeing the application, there came a hospital called Medicover, which is much attracted with the software we developed, and they asked us to develop the same features whatever we have developed to Medicover also. What should I do as a developer? Now, do I need to sit for more 3 months and develop the same application? No, that should not be the case, because once you are a developer, your risk of developing or your efforts of developing an application or coding of an application should minimize. That is how a developer grows up, right? So Salesforce is one such technology which gives or runs on releases. Per year, it will be providing you 3 releases. One is summer, winter, spring. What are these? What do you mean by release? For example, you have an Android mobile. You must be receiving an update that you need to install the latest software. If you install the latest software only, then only you can experience the advanced features in the Android. If you are using the older version, what you will do? It won't, like the user interface will be lagging, like it will be stuck somewhere. If it is a new version, you need to simply download it in order to update your mobile accordingly. Like iPhone has a version, Android has a version, Lemon, Marshmallow. You heard of this, right? What are all these? These are all the versions in an Android. Coming to Salesforce, per year, they have summer, winter, spring. Likewise, 3 releases will be there, where you will be getting lot of advanced features which can be used in developing. So if I sit for Apollo for 3 months, then that is fine. For the next 3 months, Salesforce observes what is the common feature across the world and gives you the feasibility to write less coding. So that is the reason I can do the Medicover application, which is of same 1 or 2 months. Now, within the other next month, if something ABC hospital comes, I can copy paste the existing functionalities into their sandbox or into their application model within a month only. So this is how Salesforce is working in real time. It always updates the developer with the releases, such that you need not write the coding from scratch again and again. They will, if you are, for example, if you are writing 100 lines of logic, where it will be having patient name, patient age, patient phone number, patient address, patient problem. Example, patient problem, for which doctor he is coming, for which branch he is coming. For this, in order to accommodate these many functionalities, I may write 100 lines of code, example. But after 1 month, when I said, he will give us some generic logic where it can be utilized, and your reduced code will be around 30 to 40 lines. So 60 lines of code will be pre-built by Salesforce, and they gave you to download or use the snippet inside your coding, such that your risk of or your efforts of writing the logic will reduce. So this is how a developer is also being benefited in Salesforce. Because of all these reasons, if you heard of Java or something, if any of your friends are working on Java or .NET, ask them. It is been from 20 or 30 years, the same ASP.NET, VB.NET or something will be there. If it is Java, core Java, Springs, Hibernate, these are some of the things which are predefined in Java. So if you want to learn Java, you need to definitely undergo these many things, then only you will understand Java. But Salesforce is not such a thing. It is like 50% of administration. It is of 50% of development. Salesforce thrives in order to reduce the development efforts by every developer. So such that you won't sit completely again building from scratch. This is the benefit of Salesforce. So comparing to the security, editions, releases, everything, these made Salesforce world's #1 CRM. Getting? Hello? Simply search salesforce.com on your website. What I will do from Monday is that I will create an account for you guys where we will be developing all those inside that particular login itself, and I will provide you that particular username and password for your reference. And moving forward, we will be building an application on daily basis. It's not like I come and teach a topic for you. I go into the login and I will explain you how to create, what to create, assuming an application is built. Okay. So from day one itself, you will be having an exposure how an application can be built within Salesforce. Getting as firstly, we'll start with the admin concepts, then with the development concepts. In the development, we have lot many like Apex, Lightning components, and REST API, which includes from the integration standpoint. So admin will take around 20 to 25 days, and 40 to 45 days, 40 days will be mostly of development. Okay. This is one thing I just wanted to let you know. And if you want to see what is Salesforce or something like that, get into the Salesforce website. You have list of products here. Okay. Where you have sales one. I will explain you what is sales, what is service, and these things also. Just a second. See, Sales Cloud, you have futures. You have a pricing button here. Once you click on this, see here. These are the editions which I'm just quoting you now. Essentials, Professional, Enterprise, Unlimited. So for 25, 75, 150, 300, these keeps on changing based on his requirement. Okay. But we need to understand what is this benefit. Okay. Once you scroll down here, you have the option of compare editions and top features. So what you get in Essentials edition, what you get in Professional, what you get in Enterprise, what you get in Unlimited edition defines you what features you get in the account, what you buy. Okay. So account, contact, lead, opportunity management is in the additional essentials. Email integration with Gmail or Outlook, we have this in everything. But coming to workflows and approval automation, we don't have in these features in the end section. But if you see an enterprise, you have this. But in Unlimited edition, you get everything. Likewise, these are all the features. Likewise, Salesforce provide. You can explore all features, expand all. You will get everything here, line by line. But before getting into this, we will have one more session. What exactly explains you more about CRM? As of now, I have explained you what is Salesforce, what is the advantages of Salesforce. But we need to still understand what is CRM, what are the benefits of CRM, how it is a pre-built application. We need to understand. So next day, I'll be explaining you the complete CRM concepts, and also I'll be creating an account in Salesforce for you guys. Okay. I'll also explain you how to create on your own, and such that once for the day, if I teach you some topic or if I explain you something, you can practice on your own, and it is a lifetime free account. It will not be a 30 days version or something. The ones which you are seeing here, like try for free or something like that, these are only 30 days versions. If you click on here, you will be able to see try for 30 days. But I will provide you a provision that start your essentials free for only 14 days. This account will stay with you for only 14 days. After that, it will expire automatically. So I will make you to create an account which is a lifetime free. Whenever you go on to your career, whenever you want to try something on your own, you can use that particular account. I'll help you in creating that. Okay. Clear? Any doubts so far? Saitya, you were saying something. Could not hear you. Clear? Any doubts or any doubts? You can post me on. Huh?
ల్యాప్టాప్ వస్తుంది రేపు క్రియేట్ చేసుకుంటాను.
Hello. Any doubts or with respect to Salesforce or career or about the curriculum, what I'm going to teach? If you have any doubts, you can post me out.
హలో
Can you go on mute? Okay. Satish, Sai Teja, see someone. Any doubts? Fine. If you do not have, we can stop the session here. We can continue on the next class. Thanks, guys. Thanks for your time.